if you bleed like one. You call the shots, but that's all you got. I'm gonna call your bluff, cause something happens when you fan the flames. I'm like an animal inside a cage, but I'm gonna break out these chains. You don't wanna wish you never held me down. I feel the rush through my veins. Yeah, this adrenaline is kicked in now. There's a killer inside of me. Killer, killer, killer. There's a killer inside of me. Killer, killer, killer. Don't turn your back, you might end up in a world of fear. You can be brave, there's nothing to save. Is it crystal clear? Cause something happens when you fan the flames. I'm like an animal inside a cage, but I'm gonna break out these chains. You don't wanna wish you never held me down. I feel the rush through my veins. Yeah, this adrenaline is kicked in now. There's a killer inside of me. Killer, killer, killer. There's a killer inside of me. Killer, killer, killer. Sometimes I fight it, but I cannot hide it. I know it ain't right, but sometimes I like it. I'm gonna break out these chains. You don't wanna wish you never held me down. I feel the rush through my veins. Yeah, this adrenaline is kicked in now. There's a killer inside of me. Killer, killer, killer. There's a killer inside of me. Killer, killer, killer. Killer, killer, killer. What I got is a fire, burning even hotter than the brightest sun. What I got is a mountain, standing high above every other one. I got heart, I got soul, there's a power in me you can't control. What I got is a fire, it's untouchable. Hey, like an army of one, untouchable. Hey, I'm coming on strong, untouchable. Ain't no fear down in these bones. I'm untouchable. What I am is a fighter. Had to give it all just to get this far. Broke my bones in the battle, shed my skin just to get these scars. I got heart, I got soul, there's a power in me you can't control. What I got is a fire, it's untouchable. Hey, like an army of one, untouchable. Hey, I'm coming on strong, untouchable. Ain't no fear down in these bones. I'm untouchable. I got heart, I got soul, I got power you can't control. Hey, like an army of one. Hey, I'm coming on strong. Hey, like an army of one, untouchable. Hey, I'm coming on strong, untouchable. Ain't no fear down in these bones. I'm untouchable.
Yeah! Oh! What's going on, everyone? I'm thinking I'm back. Like John Wick. What's going on? Whew! Y'all miss me? I missed you guys. I did. I missed y'all. Hey. Welcome. Welcome to the Child of Mecha live stream. I am your host, Tim. The one and only. The best one and only. Child of Mecha, what's going on? Welcome. Oh. And if you didn't know, we're back, man. Took off a little bit, but we're here. We're in it. Let's go. We're doing this, all right? So, man, I see a lot of you out there tonight. It's good to see you guys. It's good to see you. Lots of stuff to talk about. But first, before we get into anything, I gotta fix this camera because my head's getting chopped off here a little bit. Oh, just raise that just a scotch. Yeah, there we go. Now we got it. Now we got it. All right. So, where do we begin? Let's begin with business, shall we? Shall we? All right. So, if you want to rep the Mecha Army, I highly suggest you hit up www.childofmecha.com. There you will find a link to the Child of Mecha store. Hit the little thing up at the top, and you'll find shirts like this, and you'll find some other cool shirts and some hats and all sorts of other cool stuff on there. Go get you some. Makes a great Valentine's Day gift. Maybe. I don't know. But do it. Secondly, hey, if you are interested in any of the tools and materials and stuff like that hey, new follower, Harlock Mark II. Mark II. Not Mark 1, Mark 2. That's awesome. Thank you. Welcome to the Mecha Army. Welcome to the family. So, like I was saying, if you are interested in any of the tools and materials that we're going to be working with here tonight, I highly suggest that you hit up the little Amazon link just below here on good old YouTube and Twitch. That side, if you're watching on Facebook. I'm surprised I actually pointed to the right side. I'm so rusty at this right now. But I get a little bit of a commission based off the stuff that you buy, but it doesn't increase the cost for you and all that stuff. Well, I should say most of that stuff that I use is on there, man. Just go and get you some. Trust me, you're going to find something on there that you didn't even know you needed. So go get you some. All right, so with that out of the way, let's talk about some other busyness. You know what? Just real quick. Hey, what's going on over there on Facebook and what's going on YouTube and Twitch? Man, all y'all. Man, it's so good to see you guys. It really is. Obviously just in the chat, because I can't see you, but in the chat I can see you. Rusty says, I don't know who this guy is, but I am Rusty. Touche. Touche, good sir. Golf clap for that one. All right, so if you guys missed the announcement a little bit earlier today, just a couple hours ago, Mecha Decal Sheet 2, it's up for pre-order right now. It's up for pre-order. Go get you some, because they're all of Mecha Decals right now. Every single one of them are on sale for $5.99 a piece. All of them. All of them are on sale right now, $5.99 a piece at USA Gundam Store. Go stock up now. Yes, go stock up now. Completely brand new Sheet 2. It's got a lot of new stuff on there that a lot of people have been asking for. We've got a few numbers on there. Not a lot, but a few. We've got the propellant tank labels and stuff like that on there. A lot of people wanted those, so those are on there. Go and check them out. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's take a field trip, shall we? Let's start off the stream. Let's go on a field trip. We're going to go on a field trip to USA Gundam Store, all right? So let's see if we can manage this. Where... All right, I'm really rusty at this, so just hang on just a second. Just bear with me, because I know I don't have like mic or anything like that. So just hang on just a scotch. Trust me, it'll be worth it. Don't just shut up. Just stay there. Trust me. All right. Oh, hey. Whoa. Look at that. We got something here, don't we? Okay. So let's do one of these, and then let's go to everybody's favorite, USA Gundam Store. Boom. Right? And then here, hold on. Let's do this here. Let's move this window. Let's just come on. There we go. We're just gonna move it. Come on. We're gonna move this window. We're gonna try to move this window over. All right, we're not gonna worry about moving that window over. Anyway, so you scroll down here. You got your good old Mecha Decals. Just click on that right there. And then good old Mecha Decals are gonna come popping up here, yeah. And let's see. There's sheet 1. There's sheet 1. Oh, where did he put sheet 2? It's probably at the probably at the tail end here. Let's go. Yep, here it is. Oh no, that's not it. Yep, here it is. All right, here we go. All right, so we're gonna click on the 1/100 gray here. And here's the full sheet in all of its glory, right? So we're gonna look at the little bits, the detail shots here in just a few seconds, right? But as you can see, we've got a lot of cool stuff going on the sheet. Down here, you got the little propellant tanks, labels and stuff like that. You get 6 of them, so you can build up a bunch of cool stuff. You got a few numbers down here, just a whole bunch of other stuff. Some rings. A lot of people love the rings. We got rings with little sayings in there: caution, danger, warning, all that good stuff, you know. So let's scroll down here. Let's click on one of the detail shots here. Oh, there you go. There's a nice shot of the propellant tank. And we've got some other varying different decals here. There's a good shot of the numbers and everything. You got some little weird squares and stuff there. Just a whole bunch of different looking decals and stuff like that here. Pulled a bunch of different inspiration from a lot of different places and kind of made them look, you know, this kind of the same aesthetic as sheet 1. And then there's the last little detail part, and you can see those little rings there with the sayings inside of them, and all kinds of other cool little warning marks and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys dig those, right? Hopefully. I am hopeful. Yeah. So go get you some. Go order. Go get your pre-orders in. Go secure your decal sheets too. And hey, if you're watching this outside of the U.S., there's international shipping available through USA Gundam Store. And if you own a store, or if you know somebody that owns a store, wholesale pricing is absolutely available for those that qualify. So there's a little link at the bottom of USA Gundam Store for wholesale. If you know somebody that owns a shop or wants to carry Mecha Decals, tell them to hit that link up. Wholesale down at the bottom of USA Gundam Store. You can get some in to your local store. So there you go. Go get you some. Anywho, all right. Ooh, hey, Joshua Aaron 75, new follower. What's up? Thank you. Welcome to the Mecha Army. Welcome to the family. Good stuff. Okay, so second thing. So a lot of people have asked me in the past about doing a Discord and all that, and I have continually said no to that because Discords are a dime a dozen. Everybody's got a Discord, you know, like you can't walk 5 feet without tripping over somebody's Discord. Like, it's not even funny at this point. So, no, there will not be a Discord, but there is the new Mecha Army Facebook group. Yes, we have a Facebook group for you to join and support the Mecha Army and be a part of the Mecha Army. And I'm happy to say that group is hosted by me and Mr. Adam Ryan, USA Gundam Store, and we have some big plans for the group, and just stuff to do and help you guys get better, right? So if you are interested in increasing your skill sets, go join the Facebook group. Go do it now, because it's going to be exciting. It's going to be really, really cool. I'm very hopeful for this particular Facebook group, simply because, it's going to be different from the rest. It just is. Just with who's running it and how it's going to be run and all that good stuff. Man, just go join it, man. Just go and join it. What I would also encourage you guys to do, post your live streams in there. Go live within the group. I don't care. Like, just go. Share the hobby with everybody. Share your passion of the hobby in this art form with everybody on there. Live stream. Go. Not now. Just watch me, but afterwards. Go. All right? So, yeah. The link, obviously, that you guys are looking for the Facebook group is right down here below. Or Chris R. just posted it over there on YouTube. It's right down here below in the YouTube description. It is over there in the Facebook description as well. For those of you guys watching on Facebook, go hit it up. Go join. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. We're going to do some big things this year. I'm very excited. Let's put it that way. I'm very, very excited. Yeah, and I'm getting like notifications, like machine gunning. So a lot of you are joining up. So I thank you for that. That's amazing. You guys are the best, I swear. All right, so beyond those two announcements, right? Let's talk about some things that have happened since I kind of, took a break, right? Namely, let's talk about Otaku ME, Otaku Middle East, right? That's what the ME stands for. I had the absolute privilege of going over there last month, and being a guest judge for their Modelers Cup. It was just an awesome experience. Hey, Will Navarro, he's over there on Facebook, and he's over there in Dubai. And man, I've known Will for, God, I don't even know how long, and finally met the guy over there, and it was such a blast. I'm gonna tell you all about it here in just a few seconds. But Will, what's going on, brother? Thank you for watching, man. Appreciate that. Greek Nakos over there on Twitch. Can we get a link on Twitch to the Facebook group? I don't see it in the info section. Yeah, Twitch is just not great about it. But Greek Nakos, if you check out my Facebook page, there's going to be a link to the group. Very, very simple to find. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to put the link over on Twitch right this second, but hey, it's an easy way of getting to it, yeah? Anyway. Hey, there's Chris Pabs. Look at this guy. No, look at this guy. Right? Oh, look, Chris R just posted it on Twitch. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that, buddy. But yeah, so Otaku ME. In Dubai, United Arab Emirates, right? who would have thought that Gundam and mecha modeling were so popular over there? Like, it's really a big deal, right? And they've got some amazing, amazing modelers there. And we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna talk about that here in a few seconds, but kind of let me rewind it a bit and just kind of tell you how everything went down. So the owner of Otaku ME, Mr. Case Sedki, what an awesome guy. I love that dude, man. He is so just in it for the right reasons, right? You know, he's a store owner, he's a business owner, he's got, you know, other things going on, and he's just made something for the community over there in Dubai that is just so special and so amazing. I can't say enough about Case. So he actually sent me an email, I want to say like August of last year. And, you know, asked me if I wanted to come over, and I was just like, what, is this a trick question? Yeah, I want to come over. That's awesome. So we got the chance to go over to Dubai, 13 hours to Dubai, and it was totally worth the 13-hour plane ride. You get off the plane, and it's just amazing. The airport is awesome. It's like a very nice version of Las Vegas, right? And everybody thinks that oh, everybody's driving Lambos and Bentleys and Ferraris and blah blah blah. No, not really. I mean, you do see a bunch of them over there. I'm not gonna lie, you do see a lot of them over there, yeah. But there are a lot of just normal folks, right? It's really cool. It's very kind of down to earth, really. It's invigorating and refreshing to kind of be in that atmosphere, right? So another gentleman, Mr. Takeshi Sagawa. Go follow Takeshi on like Twitch and Facebook and stuff like that. He's an amazing diorama builder from Japan. I had the pleasure of meeting him over there. He was the other guest judge for the kind of normal, you know, the normal scale modeling stuff, the tanks, the cars, you know, the normal stuff. I was there just for Gunpla, thankfully. But Takeshi Sagawa, go check him out. Very accomplished builder. Just amazing workmanship out of that guy. So I highly recommend going and following him. But we landed in Dubai. Case picked us up, and you know, it was early in the day. We got there at like 8 a.m. Local time. And so we just, Case, you know, just kind of showed us around the city, took us to a few malls, which were the biggest malls that I've ever seen. As a lot of you probably know, that, you know, the mall is kind of a dying thing here in the States, and they're just getting like abandoned and run down and all that stuff. But over there, oh my God, it's like a big thing. In one of the malls, they actually have a like a whole skiing facility, like, and not like fake snow, like for real snow. Like, it's like 30 degrees inside of this facility, and there's like a gigantic hill with, you know, ski lifts and everything, and there's like a little bobsled course and stuff like that, and just crazy stuff, right? It's wild, like the first time you see it. Yeah, everybody in there is just having a ball, especially the kids. That was the really cool thing. Hey, Mashari's over there on Facebook, and man, Mashari, I wish you would have been able to come out, and I would have gotten to meet you. But yeah, Ski Dubai is what I'm talking about, and located in the Mall of the Emirates, right? Wild place, man, just insane. No, I didn't go in there because I can't ski, but it's amazing. You know, and all the stores in that place just wild. Just every store that you can think of, they probably have in these malls. It's just insane. So we kind of hobnobbed around for the first few hours, and then got went back to the hotel, got checked in, freshened up. Then Case came back, picked us up. We went and had dinner, and we had dinner right underneath of the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. Wow, like that was insane. Seeing a structure that big, kind of just looking up at it, there's no real words to describe it, right? It's just very awe-inspiring the first time you see it. Now, obviously, you know, for folks that live over there, they're like, it's the Burj Khalifa, no big deal. But for me, never having seen it, I was just like, whoa, that's big, right? So you know, and then there are fountains with a music show and lights and everything, and it's just very Las Vegas, but very like upscale Las Vegas. If you don't know if you haven't ever been to Las Vegas, it's parts of it can kind of get a little shady, right? But you know, like everywhere you go, it's just an amazing time, and it's an amazing experience. Then the second day, obviously, was the event, which was the Otaku ME Modelers Cup. And that was just such a good time, right? So what you get is you get people from all over the Middle East coming for this event. One gentleman who I talked to for quite a while said, you know, he was from Lebanon, right? And just awesome seeing everybody from different places, right? A lot of expats. So you've got people from the Philippines, you've got people from Australia, you've got people from like all over the place. You know, you got people from like Russia and stuff like that making armored, you know, the tanks and stuff. And it was just really cool to see such an eclectic mix of people just kind of coming together for the love of the hobby and the art form, right? And it was kind of surreal for me because like people were coming up to me and asking me for you know, like selfies and autographs even. Like, really? Like, why do you want my autograph? Like, it was so foreign to me. I at first I wasn't necessarily really comfortable with it, but then, you know, you just kind of go with it, you know? It was, I am having trouble with the words to describe it, right? Because it was so awesome. But some amazing modelers over there. The winner of the open course, Nath Barrera, is I think a 2 or 3 time Bakuk champion from back in the day. Awesome dude. Crazy good model. Just really talented stuff. If you guys haven't seen, you know, kind of my posts and stuff like that, and I know I haven't posted them on Facebook, and I kind of have to collect all the photos and everything. But if you guys want to kind of see kind of the truncated version, go check out my archived Instagram stories on Instagram. Obviously, they're right there on my profile page underneath with, you know, the circles and everything. There's 2 parts to it because I took so many damn photos. But it was just it was really a good time. Hey, and there's Shelly. So Shelly's over there, and she entered a mini, like a, what was it, a SD RX-78, was it full armor, Shelly? I think it was. And first time she ever entered, and she did really good. She knocked it out of the park. So Shelly, man, thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate that. But yeah, dude, it was so cool. Of course, you know, I got to meet James Quinsat, TK Mechworks. For those of you that don't know, he placed second in the world in 2018. And seeing his model in person, I can see why it placed that high. It was a really, really amazing piece. And then seeing some of his other works there, I was just blown away. Absolutely blown away. Again, I've got pictures of his stuff all on the little archived Instagram stories, so go check those out. That's a lot of fun. And you can just look at these pictures and dig into the little details and everything. He's got this one diorama there that so much is going on in this diorama. He comes up to me, he's just like, "Hey, did you see the hippo?" I'm like, wait, time out, what? What are you talking about, right? He's like, "Yeah, the hippo in the water." I'm like, "You put a hippo in the water?" He's like, yeah, it's right down here. And he had to point it out to me. It's like this little back alcove in this diorama, and it's just like mind-blowing that he could fit that much detail and that much storytelling into one piece. I was blown away, man. So basically, just a kind of truncated summary of this particular piece. He's got this Zaku coming in, and the Zaku's like jumping on this gun tank, and the gun tank is exploding. And while all of this is happening, you see the gun tank pilot ejecting from the cockpit, and you see Zeon soldiers raiding this bunker, this Federation bunker, and it's just like, it blows your mind. Blows your mind. So that was James, man. And James is one of the coolest cats that I have ever met in my life. So down to earth, so easy to talk to. It was literally like seeing an old friend, you know, for the first time in a while. Even though we've never met before. I mean, we've talked a little bit on you know, Facebook and stuff like that, but it was so much damn fun meeting James, man. It was so good, and he's such a good artist. And he actually works at Otaku ME, which is kind of another you know, compliment to what Case is doing, is because he hires people that know their stuff. You go into Otaku ME any day of the week at either location. There's 2 locations actually. And you ask them a question about a certain product or model or whatever, they know exactly, just boom, they can rattle off, hey, oh yeah, this is good for this, blah, 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 or this model is blah, 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 you know, they know. And they're incredibly, incredibly nice. Like, their staff just blows me out of the water. It's just like, here in the States, it's like you go into like Chick-fil-A, right? And we all know Chick-fil-A's kind of, you know, line, my pleasure, right? My pleasure. You say thank you, my pleasure, right? It's the same thing, but better over there inside of Otaku ME. They're amazing. They really, really are amazing. Definitely sets the bar. Definitely sets the bar for kind of stores that I've been in, right? The whole place is just awesome. Wood everywhere, like the shelves and everything, and the paint racks and all that, just wood. Everything that you see is wood, right? And fine, kind of like carpentry wood, right? Not just like thrown together like 2x4s. Hey, yeah, let's just put it on a shelf. No. Really, really, really high quality stuff. Just awesome. So that was like the second day, right? And then the rains came. So they called it 100, like a 100-year storm. And it flooded the city. Yeah, it rained so much it flooded the city. You look outside. We're on the top floor of our particular hotel, and it wasn't like a big hotel. It was only like 6 floors, I think. And you look outside, and the street is just covered in water. Like, you can't see sidewalks or anything like that because they're underwater, right? I went downstairs to kind of see what the deal was, and there was water in the lobby, like all the way up to where the elevators are, and in the back of the building, right? So it was very surreal, because like the whole city was basically kind of shut down at that point because everything was kind of underwater. That day we were supposed to put on a class. Me and Takeshi were supposed to put on classes, respectively, but unfortunately, since the city had flooded, the store had actually had some flooding as well, so we had to. Case had to cancel the classes and everything, which was, kind of a bummer. But the event, the Otaku Emi, the Modelers Cup, was just head and shoulder. It was just amazing. It was just awesome. So, kind of a give and take, good and bad type of thing. But on the last day that we were there, we got together with Case, and we just kind of, went around, had some dinner and stuff like that. And it was just a really good time. Really, really good time with, some really good folks. Nina, the gentleman that works for Case, he's kind of like like a Japanese type of kind of like a liaison to the Japanese companies, and Nino, was awesome. He, was with us, kind of the whole time as well, and he's just a great dude. He was helping Takeshi kind of translate and stuff like that. Even though Takeshi's English was pretty damn good, Nina was also there to assist and just kind of, just really take care of us, and it was pretty damn cool. It was a really, really awesome experience. I highly suggest, if you have the means to get over to Dubai, definitely check out Otaku Emi. If you live over there in the Middle East, highly recommend patronizing their website. They've got a ton of stuff over there. Their warehouse is amazing. I've never seen a more organized warehouse in my life, and it's pretty sizable too. Like, they've got a really kind of good selection of stuff that you can purchase, and not just Gundam either. You can get like cars and armor and planes and all sorts of other diorama stuff and scratch building stuff and all that. So, I highly recommend it. If you can get over there, get over there. Otaku Emi, definitely the place to be. I was very kind of humbled by the fact that they gave me, they actually gave me and Takeshi a trophy for being, guest VIP judges and everything. And then, of course, if you guys had seen the posting that I did on the social medias, you saw that I brought home the banner. Like, I had to. I couldn't let them just like throw it away. Like, come on, guys. Like, it's like a 7-foot banner, and it's awesome. So go look on it on like Instagram or Facebook, and you'll find it. It's a stupid thing, but it was the best souvenir I could ask for, honestly. So there you go. Anyway, all right. Let's transition into some other events, shall we? I don't know. I already know it's 10:45 right now, so I wanna definitely get a little bit of work done and kind of bring you up to speed with where things are. But obviously we got to do some catching up to do, man. You know, we haven't seen each other for a few months. We need to reconnect, right? So let's talk about events, yeah. Specifically here in the States, IPMS, right? International Plastic Modeler Society. It's an organization that puts on modeling competitions and everything all over the country and all over the world. Let's be real. But in here in the States, we've got a ton of events to choose from, right? Especially here in the Northeast. You know, we've got the Old Dominion Open, the ODO, coming up here in just a few weeks. We've got Mosquito Con up in New Jersey. We've got Marauder Con, that's like literally 20 minutes away from me. And then you've got some other awesome competitions and stuff like that. There's one on Long Island. I believe it's called Replicon, right around the same time as Mosquito Con. I think it's like the week before, maybe the week after, or something like that. But if you're not in the Northeast, where do you go, right? Well, I'm glad you asked, because we're going to take another field trip, you guys. We are going to hit up the IPMS website, and I'm going to show you how to find how to find if I can, Jesus, there we go. I'm going to show you how to find the events in your area. It's actually pretty simple, right? So, all right, I've got the IPMS website up here. Let's go. Boom. Here we go. All right, so this is the IPMS website. It's a little Spartan. I'll be the first to say that, but that's fine. You know, you go up here to news and events, right? And you go down to events. And you can select from all events, event map, or add an event. You want event map, right? Now this brings up a map of the states, of course, but you know, you can check to see wherever you know, you might be. And then you know, you just kind of start zooming in to your local you know, your local vicinity. So say you're up here in Chicago, right? You're with Zashawn, and you're with Chris Pabs and those guys, right? You got NimCon 9 on June 13th of this year, right? But then say you're over here in Colorado, right? Up in Denver. You've got Commies Fest 2020, March 28th. That's coming up, right? Or say you're down here in Texas, yeah? And say you're in San Antonio. Well, you got Model Fiesta 39 in just a couple weeks, right? So you can zoom in on your particular neck of the woods, so to speak, and you know, pick and choose where you would like to go to participate. And there's obviously these little dots represent you know, events and stuff like that. These green ones are regional kind of big events, right? So this is the Nor'easter Con 49 on May 1st. This is for this region up here. And the regions are split up. Obviously, they're color coded. I am here in this kind of orange region here. This is region 2, right? And then yeah, they've got a whole bunch of different regions and all sorts of stuff. Here's one in Vegas, Best of the West, April 25th. That's usually a really, really good one. You know, you've got stuff up here in, let's see, here's Oregon, here's one in Salem, Mid-Valley March Madness, March 7th. That's next weekend. That's crazy. And then you got some up here in Seattle IPMS Spring Show, April 18th. Yeah. You know, if you're in Montana, well, I'm sorry. If you're in North Dakota, same bag. My bad. If you're in South Dakota, though, hey, look at this. You've got the annual Scale Model Fest on May 16th. Wyoming, you're out of luck. Nebraska, you too. Sorry about that. Kansas City, hey, home of the Chiefs. KCCon 2020, March 14th. That's coming up in a couple weeks. Congratulations to the Chiefs fans for winning the Super Bowl last night. Should have been the Ravens, but whatever. I'm not salty. Not at all. Not a bit. Choke. But hey, so I highly recommend that if you can get out to one of these events or multiples of events, man, highly do it. I absolutely recommend it. Now, there's also going to be another event down here, right here in North Carolina, called North Carolina Gundam Modeling Competition. It's put on by our boys that do the good old Cutting Mat podcast, the Chopping Mat, or whatever they want to call it. Joel and our boy Mecha Genre, and our boy Bailey, who we haven't seen in a while. Bailey, come back if you ever listen to this. Please come back. Please, we miss you. But yeah, man, that's gonna be a great time. Check out True Gunpla on Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff for dates and information. He posted about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, man, IPMS, go participate. A lot of these places now are having whoops, there we go, wrong one. A lot of these places have Gundam specific categories now. They're kind of getting used to the fact that, hey, those of us who like to play with our action figures are actually legitimate modelers, right? I know, what was it? Last year. Let's see, what was it? A gentleman on Instagram goes by Clean Builds Only. I believe that's his Instagram page. He actually won Best of Show. First time a Gundam won Best of Show at an IPMS event. He won it here, kind of locally here on the East Coast. I forget exactly where it was, but yes, a Gundam won Best of Show, and it was a clean build. It wasn't like weathered or anything like that to cater to, the old crusty, tank modelers and those guys, right? It was a clean Sazabi, and it was, yeah, really, really good. Really good. So, hey, that goes to show you, yes, we can compete at these IPMS events, and we can take home hardware with the best of them, you guys. So, definitely build something cool. Take it to an IPMS event just for fun. Enter and talk shop with the people that are there. You're going to learn so much from the especially the old school guys that are building tanks and planes and stuff like that, because those models are amazing, right? But they can learn a lot from us too, because they know the weathering and the detail and accuracy and stuff, but we know the creativity, we know the scratch building and stuff like that. That's kind of where we excel, the details and the creativity and all that. So I took Airdrop to a Fairfax event last year, and was lucky enough to take home the first in the Gundam category. Very, very happy about that. But a lot of the old school guys, a lot of the tank modelers and the plane modelers, they came up and they were just like, whoa, what is this? This is really cool. This is definitely kind of in our silo, so to speak, right? And they're just as curious about it as kind of we are about their models, right? Which is really cool. Which is really, really cool. So, excuse me. Definitely hit up an IPMS event. Check the map. Go to the IPMS website. Check the map for your local IPMS events. Look up your local chapter. Maybe hit up a meeting or something like that too. You never know what could come of it. They're awesome times. Go check it out. Get out of that box. It's good stuff. Go meet people. Mingle. right? All right, so 10:55. Last but not least, let's talk about scheduling, shall we? This week is a completely normal week. We got 3 nights of streaming, so I'm gonna be back here Monday, we're here Monday. I'll be back Wednesday and Friday. But then after that, my schedule gets hectic, right? I've got to fly all over the country for work here in the next few months. So it's going to be a bit touch and go in terms of scheduling. Now, what I think will probably happen more likely than not is most of the times we'll have a Monday and we'll have a Friday show for the next few months, right? But that Wednesday show is probably going to get canceled quite a lot. Just because I have to travel during the week and I'm shooting testimonials and stuff like that. So that's kind of what to expect here come next week and beyond, right? Kind of like May, June is kind of when my schedule is going to kind of tone down a little bit and kind of get back to normal. And then that's when the streams are going to be, a regularly 3 time a week ordeal. But for the next few months, it's probably more than likely going to be a 2 stream week, right? 1 stream and then mechanism for every other week. So expect that, starting next week, because it's going to be tough. There's no getting around it. It's going to be tough. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, you guys. All right. So let's see. Is that it? I think that's it. I think that's all I got to really kind of talk about, right? I know that was a lot. I know it was a lot. But, like I said, we need to get to know each other again, right? Anyway. All right. So, with that being said, camera 2 time. Hey, camera 2. Here we go. All right. So, what's up with the 2020 GBWC entry? Right? I'm sure all of you are asking and wondering what's going on, right? So I've had a change in direction, right? So in my original idea, it was going to be the Zaku fighting with a customized Gelgoog and shenanigans, right? That is no longer the case. After seeing what I saw in Japan this past December, that theme would not have hit when it comes to Worlds. It just wouldn't, especially this year. And I'll tell you the reason why. Because this year is the 40th anniversary of Gunpla. Last year was the 40th anniversary of Gundam, the IP. But this year is the 40th anniversary of Gunpla, plastic models. So that's kind of the direction that I'm going with, right? Looking at what the 3 top winning entries in Japan, seeing what they look like, their themes and stuff like that, you could definitely see a pattern start to emerge. And then really based off of 2018 and 17 as well. And that pattern isn't really something that is surprising, right? So they're looking for positivity. They're looking for uplifting themes, right? Like this. Just in 2019, the winning entry was based on dreams, right? It was surrealistic, fanciful, the whole 9. They're looking for like hope and growth and just things of that nature, those positive aspects. And then also they're looking for kind of your more kind of classic your classical themes, your classical story arcs, right? And that's kind of the direction that I'm taking my particular build this time around. So what we're doing is we're keeping the Zaku. The Zaku is done. That's solid. That's set in stone, right? But what we're going to do, instead of just your random Zaku, that Zaku is going to become Char's Zaku. Obviously remixed and in sort of my own style, of course, right? Because we all know Char didn't pilot a high mobility Zaku. But in this instance, in my particular entry, we're going to toss that shit out the window. And yes, that's going to be his Zaku. It is going to be Char's Zaku. I think it's going to be badass as Char Zaku, quite frankly. So I think it's going to be really, really cool. Now, obviously with Char Zaku, you're going to have an RX, an Amuro piloted RX, right? So what I went ahead and did is I had the Origin RX here, right? And this guy right here, this is specifically going to be used for inspiration. I'm not going to touch this guy on this particular build, but what I am going to do, and if you've been following on Facebook, Instagram, and all that good stuff, you'll have seen that I started working and customizing a Jesta. Yes, the Jesta is going to be the basis for kind of a remixed RX-78. And I think it's going to be pretty damn badass because it's got, really great proportions. It's got all the bones that you need to turn it into an RX-78. And with just, some... obviously with some modifying and stuff like that, I think this Jesta will turn into a really, really kick-ass RX-78. But let's bring you up to speed with kind of where we are, shall we? All right. So let's zoom this out just a wee bit. There we go. And let's kind of put this guy back together here. We need to get you some pieces put back on here so you can kind of get the effect, right? I'm still working on getting these chest vents kind of molded into this chest piece and everything like that. And then I think, ooh, shit. And then after that, I think we're off to the races, so to speak. Let's get the V-fin on here. Now, what I did, obviously, since I took a lot of liberty on the Zaku, we are taking a lot of, let's get you zoomed in, we're taking a lot of liberty on this RX too, right? There we go. And so here's what we've got thus far, right? This head is from a Verka, an RX-78-Verka. What is that? It's an RX-78 Verka, for those of you playing at home. Thank you very much. But what I did was I chopped the Mohawk down a little bit, extended it lengthwise by 2 millimeters, and replaced the V-fin with this awesome Zeta Plus V-fin there. And what we also did was to add on some cheek vents onto the side here. And then what we did was, kind of contoured the panel lines and stuff like that, created some new ones, notching and stuff like that. The back has brand new panel lines here, and the Mohawk is chopped down by about a millimeter or two. So all around this thing just kind of looks really, really badass. Did some scribing here on the chin. There's a little bit of a notch there. Let's get you zoomed in. Let's go super zoom on this so you can kind of see what the deal is, shall we? Let's go there and then there. There she is. Oh, whoa, look at that. That's a mess. We need to dust that off, don't we? But you can kind of see where we're going with that, right? You've got that funky little notch right there on the chin. I really, really like that detail. You can see how we've blended all of the details in. You can see here we used epoxy putty to backfill in this area here underneath of the V-fin, and then what I did was put petroleum jelly Vaseline, and I just press fit this in here to get a perfect fit on the new V-fin. And there you can kind of see the details and stuff like that we added there on the top of the head. There's some nice panel lining back there, some nice panel lining and notches there. Also took chisels and we deepened these vent holes here, because on the RX Verka, these are all one piece. These are not hollow, so they were very, very shallow compared to, say, the Origin here. The Origin, if you look at it, those go all the way through. Those are holes within the plastic themselves, and then you can see the inner frame behind it. So for the version Ka, or version KA for those of you playing at home, what we did was we went ahead and took a 1.5, I think that was 1.5, or maybe it was smaller than that, but we took a chisel and we deepened those vent holes out and everything like that. So now real quick, to get everything to line up, what I had to do was to fill the entire head with epoxy putty, right? This entire head unit is filled with Tamiya epoxy putty, and you can kind of see right there how we went ahead and figured this out, right? So the head, or the face unit, is just kind of stock here. We filled in the eye gaps here with super glue. This little slat right here is glued on. That's all filled with super glue. This little hole here is also filled with super glue. This is all glued together, except for that face unit. That still comes off to make it easier to paint. But we chopped this down and we just left this this central peg here, and then we went ahead and this just slides into place. Whoops. This just slides into place very easily right in there. Just like that. Easy peasy. It's got good positioning. Good brow clearance, I think, right there. So, yeah, I'm liking this a lot, and this should come together very, very nicely. Yeah? So we're going to put the head off to the side here along with the V-fin. We're going to take this little neck unit out here. Let me show you kind of what we are doing here with the vents, right? So what we're doing with the vents, I went ahead, took off these vent covers, right? We took off these vent covers and then just put a piece of plastic right over top of those openings, sanded that flush along the sides, and then glued on the two vents from the version Ka, right? And then what we did, because these are not obvious, these didn't want to play very nicely with any of these parts, I went ahead and filled in all of this area here and around the perimeter with super glue, right? Now, in retrospect, probably not the best idea I've ever had, because the super glue, it's definitely a little bit harder to manipulate. It's harder to sand. It's harder to file, but there is a positive there, because it kind of slows you down in terms of sanding, so you can't necessarily sand too much off, which is actually kind of nice. So that is a huge positive. But if I was to do it in retrospect again, I'd probably use epoxy putty and just kind of take my time with it and really just blend these together, because this is these blending pieces were definitely kind of hard going, right? And there's still a lot of work to be done to make these completely match and all that, but it is very smooth. The edges that you get on the bevels and everything are very, very nice and crisp. You can definitely achieve that. But yeah, so there's the chest shaping up, and it looks I think, pretty nice, right? So, let's just get you guys out of super zoom here, yeah? And back to 1x, get the box away, and then let's bring everything back into frame. There we go. So what I'm working on next is to, I'm working on the legs here, and I'm filling in different parts here. Now, so let's take a look at the stock leg here, shall we? The stock leg, if you've ever built a Jesta before, which I highly recommend, by the way, the calf pieces are kind of a weird shape because they've got this weird protrusion here. They've got this protrusion up here into kind of the knee armor and everything. And on the airdrop, I went ahead and sculpted vents into these two bits here. But I don't want that because if you look at the RX leg here, you see this is just a very, very nice kind of flat shape, and it's just nice and full and everything like that. So what I plan to do is to cut back this particular point here, this protrusion here. Just cut that off and then kind of fill in these gaps here in the knee. And I've already started to do that on this leg here. You can see we shaved that off, filled that in with a strip of plastic, and then now what I have to do is just kind of fill in this void here with plastic strip, plastic sheeting, and just kind of build that back up. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing here for the next, 49 minutes. Yeah? But first, you guys probably haven't missed this one. But, oh, it didn't work. Damn it. Stream Deck, you are killing me right now. We have a question. Damn it. Anyway, Chris R. Mr. Chris Reniger. What's going on, buddy? He says, Tim, I have a question. How do you get in those small areas to sand? Very carefully. Very, very carefully. So, say on the chest here, right? So every time I want to work with these chest vents, I have to take them off, right? So you pop the little cockpit hatch there, and you have to pull this guy back, and then you can pop these off here, right? Just like that. So then you can kind of start to work in these spaces and everything, right? Now, Chris, if you're talking about like inside the fins and everything like that, then we're getting into a little bit more of a different topic, right? So what I would do is just take a piece of sandpaper like this and just very carefully just kind of sand in those little crevices and stuff like that. Now, if it's a super, super small area, then what I would probably do is to cut off a teeny tiny piece of sandpaper here and probably, glue it to like a little bamboo skewer or something like that, or even just a piece of like plastic strip or something like that, and then you can kind of reinforce it because this has a lot of flex to it. Just glue that on there, and then you kind of have a nice little sanding implement, right? So that's kind of what I would suggest at that point. Let's see. Superset 5, he's over there on Twitch. What's going on, Superset? Good to see you, buddy. Classic case of the Mondays. Yeah, well. Kyle H., Mr. Clueless Gumpla. What's up, Kyle? He says, Tim, are you going to match the vents at the knees on the Verka on the Jesta legs? No, I'm not going to. Actually, let me see. What what Kyle means is something like that, right? Now, I'll be honest with you. I've never been a huge fan of the side vents here, the vents here and the vents here. So no, those probably will not make an appearance on my particular RX. But this kind of bar right here, I do like that, and I like the two notches there up top, and I just kind of like the overall shape of that, so that's kind of what we can expect after the modifications are done and implemented, right? So, Edward Leonard over there on YouTube, he says, looks great, sharpen those V-fins though. You know, I don't know if I want to. I kind of like the big bulby V. I just like the shape of this. I don't know. I like it. I think I might keep it. I don't know. It'll be a game time decision. Let's see. Brandon 5269. What's going on, Brandon? Madworks makes great adhesive sandpaper strips as well as photo etch sanding sticks. Yes, they do. There are tools out there that you can get. I don't know. I just kind of like to do it myself. Let's see. Ultraman Dino, what's going on, Luis? He says, Tim, I'm glad you're back. Man, thank you. Appreciate that, buddy. Kurt Hill, he's over there on YouTube. Yeah, also not a fan of the vents on the knees. Yeah, I know, right? And Luis says, good evening, everyone. What's going on, Luis? Good to see you guys back, man. It's awesome seeing everybody. It really, really is. Hey, and again, if you guys are just tuning in, make sure that you go and join the Mecha Army Facebook group. I know I've got a ton of approvals to probably get to here later tonight, but go join the Facebook group, the Mecha Army Facebook group. We're going to do a lot of things in there, a lot of plans, a lot of big things. And if you missed what I said at the top of the show, live stream inside of that Facebook group, you guys. Live stream in there. Share what you have. Share your passion. Share your art form. Do it. I'm going to. You should too. Okay? There we go. Do we agree? I think so. Brandon says, I'm with Tim. I like the shape of the V-fin with the bulb ends. Yeah. Gunplay Miami. Chris, what's going on? Back. What I miss? Is there a change to the project? Oh, yeah. You just rewind it, man. You'll catch up. Don't worry. Brandon says gives another dimension to him. Yeah. Space Rat 53. What's going on, Space Rat? Probably one of my favorite screen names of all time. Space Rat 53. It's just something, I don't know. It's wholesome. He says, I do have the Master Grade RX 2 Gundam Origin version. Maybe I can customize it to bring into the El Paso IPMS Chapter 1 day. They seem to do a show once a year, too. See? There we go. IPMS. Yes. Do it. Let's see. JD's Gundam Garage. Do you like to do it yourself? I mean, I do. I'm a DIY guy. What can I say? I like to DIY. Julius Dembski, there's Sarge. What's going on? What's going on, Sarge? And Sarge was the first comment back. He was just like, he was on like literally like half hour, 45 minutes before the show started, and he commented. So Sarge, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Hope to see you at SCGMC again this year, buddy. Chris Pab says, ooh, I might do that. What are you going to do, Chris? I don't know. I lost track. Very good, very good. Chris Pav, I've been looking for an excuse to stream again. See? And, you know, wherever you stream, wherever you guys stream, it doesn't matter, right? Whether it's on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or whatever. Just do it. Have fun with it. Let people see the amount of fun that you're having. Let people ask you questions, because everybody's process is different, you guys. Everybody can learn from everybody else, whether you're, whether you're a GBWC champion or whether you're just getting into this. I swear to you, everybody's got something to learn from everybody else. It's true. It's very, very true. So, go stream, you guys. Go live stream. Or just film yourself. If you're not comfortable with live streaming, and I know it's tough because a lot of people can't keep up, talking for however long that they're going to be on. Me, I'm practiced at it. If you watch the first few live streams, I was shitty. I admit it. But yes, I can talk straight to you guys for now for 2 straight hours, no problem. Easy, right? Easy. So, get into it. Have fun with it. You don't need a crazy setup. You don't need all of this crap that I have, right? I have it because it's just me. I overkill is underrated in my opinion, right? You don't need this. All you need is a little webcam and some time and the balls to get on stream. That's the toughest. Or lady balls. Just ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, go stream. Feel free to do it inside of the Mecha Army Facebook group. I love that. Do it often. As much as you want. Okay? Because Mecha Army is there to support one another. Let's go. Yeah. Alright. Woo! Now that I'm down from my apple box here, or my perch, or my high horse, or whatever you want to call it, right? Whatever you want to call it. Let's do this. Alright, so what we did, and this is actually pretty simple to do all this, and we're going to replicate this piece with this piece here, right? And it's not really all that hard. The hardest part of this process is having the courage to cut into a perfectly fine model and modify it. That's the toughest part about it, this whole kit and caboodle, right? Whole thing. Fudube always says, did not say about Mecha Decals, -90. I talked about it for like the whole first 15 minutes, dude. We took a field trip to USA Gundam Store and everything. Come on, man, give me a little bit of credit here. -90. Yes, Mecha Decals sheet 2 is up for pre-order. There. So do I get that 90 back? I hope so. Sheesh. Alright, anyway. Time to put on the eyes, because you can never go wrong with a nice pair of optivisors. Alright, so we're going to hack this thing up. We have got to clear off this protrusion here, right? Now, we could cut this with a saw, but we won't. It just takes too much time. We're going to use the good old Zurons, the sledgehammer of nippers, if you will, right? But we're going to be careful with it. You know, we're going to back into this thing. We're not going to go too crazy with it. So as you can see, I'm about 3 millimeters off of the edge there, right? And then we're going to do the same thing right about there, and then we're just going to kind of peel that up and just pop that off. And there. So there's most of it off right there. Now we can just kind of go in here and start nibbling away at this plastic, right? And we're going to get the bulk of this plastic off here with the Zurons. Right? It makes pretty quick work of it, right? Easy stuff. Right there. That's the bulk of it. That's most of it already cut off, right? Easy peasy. Yeah? Julio, clipping nubs. Here we go, breaking stuff. Cut off all the things, right? Alright, so then what we're going to do is we're going to get our trusty, the Cadillac of nippers, if you will, folks. These are the Tamiya 123s. I highly recommend them. If you have money to spend on nippers, there are a few that I would recommend. This would be probably number one, right here. The Tamiya 123s. They're inexpensive. They're about $25-30 on Amazon. Link down below if you want to find them. Or if you're, and these are double-sided nippers, so these are really, really good. So they cut from both sides, and I like that, right? Or if you're the single edge kind of guy or girl, then I highly recommend the USA Gundam Store nippers, right? These bad boys right here, and they come with a nice little little sleeve that goes over top of these, and these right here are Shelly San Diego. What's going on? Where in the world is Shelly San Diego? I don't know. But thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Appreciate that. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the Mecha Army. Yes. Where in the world is Shelly Sandiego? Shut up. I'm old. Sorry. Anyway, USA Gundam Store nippers, they're definitely worth their weight in gold as well. You've got the little screw bumper here so you don't, torque these things back too much, right? So USA Gundam Store nippers, highly recommended. But man, I love the Tamiya 123s. I really do. They're amazing. Just out of this world great. But then, of course, if you need a sledgehammer, the Zurons. Oh my god, man. These things, I've put these things through hell and back, and they still rock. They still cut through plastic like it's nothing. You can cut super thick pieces with this. You can cut super tiny pieces with this. These are great. But again, these are obviously not as detailed or as nicely cutting as the Tamiya 123s or the USA Gundam Store nippers. But man, if you need just a sledgehammer of nippers just to clear a ton of material, the Zurons are the place to be. So get you a pair if you have the opportunity. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our 123s and we're going to just kind of clip away just this last little bit here, right? Just enough where we can start to sand and file and all that stuff. And we're just nibbling at this, right? And you really do want to just nibble away at it, just kind of sneak up on it, right, as they say, because it's easier to take off material than put material back on, right? James 2.0 Spider 2K2, he says, thanks, now I got the Carmen Sandiego theme in my head. Hey man, what are you gonna do? You get Shelly Sandiego coming into your stream, and how could you not sing it? It's a no-brainer. Come on now. Fudabeoi, no Rockabella cameo, minus 50. Shit. It's great. It's good stuff. Thank you. Appreciate that. Mention Zurons +7. Okay. I get a little bit back, I guess, right? Ranger Chris, they don't cut metal. My mother wrecked a pair cutting up an old fake plant. Yeah, no, they are not metal cutting nippers. Whoa, hey, Rook 13, new follower. Thank you. Welcome to the Mecha Army. Welcome to the family. Thank you. Good to have you. If you want to cut metal, man, just go to the hardware store and get you a pair of metal cutting, nippers, cutters, whatever. These are by Stanley. These are like $5. Like it's nothing. And these will cut metal, man. These will cut metal. Don't do it with your nippers, please. Just don't. Just don't. Learn from Ranger Chris's mom's mistake. Stephen Eckert, are God hands overrated? I don't know. You know what? No. They're not overrated. They're overpriced. Being overrated basically means that they are better than what a lot of people say, right? But they're really good. The God hands are really that good. But they're overpriced. They're overpriced for what they are. I'm not going to go out and spend $50, $60, $70 on a pair of nippers to get incrementally better cuts. Because in my opinion, I'm just going to take sandpaper or a file or my hobby knife to it anyway. What's it matter? What's it matter at that point? So get you some USA Gundam Store nippers if you're really kind of, if you're really feeling the God hands. Save yourself $30, $40. Go get your USA Gundam Store nippers, and then hell, go get you another kit or some paint or some supplies or some plastic strip to go customizing and stuff like that. That's my advice. So no, they are not overrated. They're just overpriced. So there you go. They are really good though. I'm not gonna lie. Ain't gonna lie. So, Shelly says, had to get off the Facebook stream. LOL, work mode, coffee. Mecha heck yes. Cheers from Dubai. Thank you, Shelly. Appreciate that. Let's see. Brandon says, my almost 3-year-old was watching it one day when I got home from work. I was so excited but kind of disappointed. Probably Carmen Sandiego, right? Yeah, probably. Let's see. Kirkhill says, they are very delicate as well. Chipped my first pair already. Yeah, well. Diminishing rate of return, Ranger Chris. That is, yeah, exactly. Paktan says, God hands are marketed to lazy builders. Whoa. Whew. That's hey now. Hot take. Good stuff, man. Chris Pabs, get yourself some Mecha Decals. Yes. If you guys missed, Mechanism last Friday, go back and watch it. It was a hoot. We had our girl B, Miss Gumplagiaru. She wanted to host. I gave her, yes, go ahead and be host. And she had a lot of fun doing it. And then she kind of got tired, 3/4 of the way through the stream, and I took over. But it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So go check it out. Let's see. Harlock Mark 2. What goggles are you wearing? I've noticed I'm getting eye strain recently on kits, and glasses keep falling off when trying to build. Great question, Harlock. These are Optivisors. These are the true deal. Like, boom, Optivisor. Real deal, right? These are great. These are used by pretty much everybody that needs to see high levels of detail in something, jewelers and watchmakers and folks like that. These I put on my head every single time I sit down to the bench. It's like a reflex, honestly. Optivisors, if you are interested in finding them, you can get them on Amazon. Link down below, I believe, on Twitch. That side if you're watching on Facebook, and also down there on the good old YouTubes as well. But yeah, you'll find the Optivisors. These are a little expensive, I'm not going to lie to you. There is a less expensive version, but just as good, in my on my Amazon page as well. So go find you some. But good question, yeah. Brandon says, I use the skills I learned here. We lost the chat. I learned here with styrene sheets to make an organizer for my new drone case. Look at you, man. See, that's what I love to see, dude. I love seeing that. People getting knowledge. And it doesn't have to be here. Just anywhere. And putting it to good use. I love that. There's a gentleman on Instagram, Hi Craig. He just built a Jesta, right? And he was watching the streams and everything, and he was building his Jesta kind of at the same time as mine, and he picked up a ton of experience, and he said that the streams fast-tracked his skill sets. And I could not have been any more just super, super happy about that. Like, there he is. There's Hi Craig on YouTube. Hi Craig. Or hi Craig. That's awesome, dude. So there he is. Proof is in the pudding, man. Go check Hi Craig out on Instagram. Very, very awesome comment that he sent to me, and that really meant a lot. I'll be honest with you. Jose Colon, what strength of magnification are they? I think these are 4x, if I'm not mistaken. These are plate 10 for everybody counting at home. They have different strengths of magnification, but these are plate 10. I believe at the time they were the highest magnification, but I don't know what's out there now because obviously I have my own. But yeah, these are high power. Let's put it that way, all right? Let's see. Kyle says, I just shove my face right into my kits to see those tiny details. Dude, you know what? While you have young eyes, do it. Me? I'm going to be 42 next year. Or next month. Next year. I'm going to be 42 next month. Or, shit, this month. In 22 days. Birthday's on the 25th. Hey. So, you know, I can't focus as closely as I used to be, right? So having something like these is the perfect tool. The perfect tool. But yeah, if you're young and scrappy and still able to see, by all means. Sprite 2K2, the magnifier glasses are really helpful. They are, man. Edward Leonard says, I have good Tamiya nippers and I don't regret buying my God hands. Hey, you know what? That's by all means, man. By all means. Hulonius Guadalupe. Julio, I can't say that last thing on your handle, dude. I don't know. But Julio 3. Love my USA Gundam nippers, but not more than I love my Chopper 2. Well, yes, you know. I love my Chopper 2 as well. And you will not get this away from me over my cold, dead body. Yes. The Chopper 2 is an amazing, amazing tool to have. Also highly recommended. Ultraman Dyna, heck yes, these streams have helped me tremendously. Dude, that's awesome. Yeah. Craig is my last... Oh, hi, Craig. Craig is my last name. Every email I get begins with, hi, Craig. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, that's funny. Brandon G, they sell a set on Amazon with interchangeable magnification lenses. Yeah, and these have a couple screws in the side here that you can unscrew this plate and swap in a new one. So, yeah, you can if you wanted to. I don't see a reason. Me personally, anyway. But let's see here. Spider2K2, I just turned 37 yesterday, and my eyes are crap on tiny details. Happy birthday, James. I don't think I wished you a happy birthday on Facebook. I apologize. But happy birthday to James, Spider2K2, James 2.0. Yeah, man. Jody, per Saku Girl, we share the same birthday, Tim. What? No way. Jody, really? We share the same birthday? We're Pisces. Hey. February 25th. Yes. That's awesome. Well, happy future birthday, my dear. Happy future birthday. I'm sure I will wish you a happy birthday on our mutual birthday, though. So, that's awesome. That is really, really cool. I'm not gonna lie. That's fucking cool. Ultraman Dyna, Mr. Louis says, my knowledge level has increased exponentially since I started. Dude, that is amazing to hear. Kenneth Sim, there's one with changeable glasses and LED light function. Yes, they do have some with LEDs on it. So if you do need more light, you got the hookup. But I like my 3 little lights over here. So yeah. Anyway, Manny MacDio says, I have vetoed buying God hands. Yeah, fair enough. Me too. Brandon says, I have a question. Have you ever sharpened your nippers? No, I have never once, ever sharpened any of my nippers. Never. I just never had to. So, there you go. If you take care of them, you don't really have to sharpen your nippers, right? You just take care of them. Like, just be smart about it, right? Anyway, Zero Kai, what's up? Tim, my Chopper 2 is in my will to you. See, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Zero Kai. Kyle H, like I told you, SCGMC, your streams are where I learn all the tricks from. Aww. Compliment Miami, Chris. Tim, so what I hear is you need to make a Mecha Army Chopper. I wish, man. I wish. That would be amazing, right? Superset 5, challenge accepted. I'll get your Chopper too, like everything else. Yeah, because Superset steals my shit, right? Especially my eraser from last year. Shelly says, P.S. nice shirt. Can we get it somewhere? Yeah, Shelly, absolutely. hit up www.chowdamecha. You're going to see the store button up at the top. Hit that. You will find everything that you need. Shipping is international, and it's a flat rate, too. It's only $10 to buy. So, yeah, go load up. Go load up, Shelly. Space Rat 53, I'm coming up to 30 on May 29th. Hey, happy birthday. Ultraman Dynamite birthday is on the 22nd. Dude, you're only 3 days ahead of me. Nice. Cullen Barr, I have retinopathy and floaters in my vision. Magnifiers are mandatory. Julio, Mr. Clippin' Nubs. Yo, great stream, Tim. About to work out and hit the sack. See? That's what I'm talking about. That is also what I'm talking about. Because Julio, man, if you guys didn't see it on the after show of Mechanism on Friday, but Julio's doing the thing. He's putting in work. He's building it up. I love seeing that, you guys. Because I love seeing people improve themselves. It's just an amazing thing to see. He's doing it. Julio, kick ass, dude. Kick some ass. If you need anything, if you need advice, if you need help, if you need just someone to talk to, brother, you know I got you. But that is awesome. That is awesome. Julio says, see you Wednesday. Damn right. Greek Knocko's over there on Twitch. I've polished the back of my cheap nippers to get better results. Yeah, see? And you can. I've just never done it myself. But you absolutely can. Good stuff. Good stuff. He also says, I do have a set of God hands coming in, so the difference should be really noticeable. Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Kyle says, everything Tim doesn't teach me, you got me. Oh, he's talking to Pabs, Chris Pabs. And if you don't follow Chris Pabs, Red Sun's R3D S5, I don't know. Damn it. Chris Pabs, you need to change that damn screen name. It's so hard to remember. Killing me. Just Chris Pabs. Easy. I don't know. Anyway, Red Suns with some numbers and stuff on Instagram. Go follow him. Jody, Perzaku Girl, I have a few different nippers. God Hands, USA Gundam, SMS Dual, and recently got some Dispaye nippers. Very good. Chinese brand, but not on par. But on par with God Hands. Yeah, I've heard good things about I can't even say it. Dispaye, I think. Yeah. Anyway, I have heard good things about that. Yeah. Let's see. Brandon says, one more question. Any leads on where to buy Scratch Build Revolution? I cannot find it for the life of me. Okay, so Scratch Build Revolution is a very popular book by Ifan Custianato, I believe the gentleman's name is. Very, very good at what he does. He was a GBWC winner back several years ago, and he wrote a book on how to modify stuff, and specifically he made a Jester that was highly modified. I don't have a clue, honestly. Brandon, I would say get in touch with Adam and Adam Ryan at USA Gundam Store and see if he could source it for you. Other than that, maybe post in the Mecha Army Facebook group to see if anybody has them. Or one of the good old buy sell Facebook groups as well. Those are always you never know what you're going to find in there, honestly. You never know what you're going to find. So that's what I would say. Gunplay Miami Chris has been working on my GBWC build. Thanks for all your help and streams. Dude, yeah. Chris Pabs, R3D5UNZ. Chris. Chris says, someone took Chris Pabs. No idea who. Well, then put like an underscore in there or something, man. Like R3D5UNZ. Like, that's so... I don't know. It feels like a license plate number. That's all I'm saying. Let's see. Chris Pabs. Gunplay Mammy says Red Runs. Is that on Taco Bell night? Yeah, hey. Zero Kai, that book is sold out on USA Gundam Store. Just FYI, Tim. Yeah, no, I knew that. But if anybody can find it, it might, you know, very well be Adam. Space Rat 53, just doing some seam line removal and sanding on the legs of a high-grade Zist Segu. I'm just putting together here. After that, I may start on either my master grade RX-78-4 or -5. Yeah! Old school models, but still very good. Cheers to that. Hey now. Edwin RSA says, I got my scratch build Revolution from Singapore Hobby Mate. I think that's where I got mine too, to be honest with you. Because when I got that, they included these little guys right here. And let's see if you can... Oh, there you go. Look at that. Hobby Mate. Yeah, these acrylic sanding blocks. These are great. And I use these like all the time. So, yeah. Check them out. Right. Anyway, we got this protrusion cut off here. Now let's get to working on this thing, sanding it down, getting it nice and flush with the surrounding plastic. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my more heavy duty bastard file. Now, before you guys have seen the little green handled one. This is my tried and true, but this is a much finer tooth than this guy here. This is from this file set here, this high spec file set, and you get a bunch of them. Whoa. Really good file set if you gotta move a lot of material, right? And this big old bastard file moves some material. I'm going to tell you that right now. But we're just going to start to get this thing filed down. And you want to eyeball this and kind of follow the contour of the piece and the angle of the plane that you're filing down, right? So that's looking pretty good. We don't want to spend a lot of time on this particular file because, like I said, it does move a lot of plastic. So we're only going to use this for just a few seconds to get this flattened out here. And we're getting really close here. We just got this side to kind of flatten out. Just like that. There we go. All right, so that's it. That's done. We're not messing with that one anymore. Now we're going to get this this other little bastard file here. This is a Nicholson. Nice little bastard file. Love this little guy. Have done a ton of filing and work with this. And like I said, this is a much finer tooth than the high spec one. But it flattens out plastic like nobody's business, and that's really nice right there. Now we've got some high points over here because this thing slightly curves, and I kind of hate that fact. So what we're going to do is we're going to cheat a little bit. We're going to use our hobby knife, little NT cutter blade here. My favorite hobby knife in the world. Fine Japanese craftsmanship. Scrape that flat, and then we're going to take our little Hobby Mate sanding blocks, and then we're just going to just really smooth all that out. And there it is. Nice and flat, smooth. We're ready to go. We're ready to fill in that void, right? 11:49. Cool. So we got a little time here. We got about 10 minutes left. So there is a notch right here. This little kind of flap here that actually pegs into the armor. We're gonna cut that back about 1.5 millimeters, right? And let me just get that out of the way. Just like that. Just trim that back a bit. And it actually looks like that little flap is coming off all the way. Yeah, fuck it. We're gonna rip that off. It's not a big deal because this particular piece is, they've got these other two big securing flaps on this side, so this is well secure on the piece without that, so not a big deal at all. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a 2mm by 1/4 mm strip here, and we are going to backfill this piece with that little plastic strip. But basically it's a support strip to hold the substantial piece of plastic on there, right? So we're going to just kind of clip that there, and that should set in there pretty simply. Yeah, just like that, right? That fills in pretty well. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that little guy right there. We're gonna get our BSI super glue, my favorite super glue. We're gonna put a drop on both sides of this piece, right there and right there. We're going to place that strip oops, we got it upside down. Place that strip ever so carefully right across that gap. Gingerly press that into the super glue. Now, what we've also got here is we've got their BSI's Insta set, right? Now, I've rebottled this into this little applicator bottle, so we just have to put a drop, boop, right there, and boop, right there. Now, that's going to quickly flash cure that super glue, and it's going to secure this piece very, very quickly, and that's what we want. We want to work fast in these situations because we don't want to wait for, like, Tamiya Ultra Thin to cure. We don't got time. Nobody got time for that, you know? So that looks to be nice and cured there. Good stuff. Little crumb of plastic right there that we need to get out of the way. Just a little shard right there. And if we don't get that out of the way, it's going to cause issues, right? So we're just clear that out of there. All right, so now we've got this good support bed here for our much thicker piece of plastic, and we need 3.2. So here's our 3.2. So we're going to eyeball this angle just like that, and let's see what we've got. That, yeah, that looks pretty good. Looks pretty good there. Excellent. And then we're going to straight cut this. We're going to make a mark right about there. All right, and then we're going to cut that just like that. Now, obviously, I'm not being completely, accurate and careful or anything like that, because it really doesn't matter for this particular piece, right? Because what we're going to do is we're going to set this piece of plastic in here, and we need to trim off a little bit. We're going to set this in here, and then we're going to backfill any seams or gaps or anything like that with super glue. So accuracy right now is not exactly paramount. Let's see. We just need a little bit more off that end. Just like that. Alright, so that should hopefully fit real nice. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to chop off the corners just a bit, so we've got some room for that super glue and for this piece to fit in there real nicely, right? So now this should fit super snug in there. Yep. And that's looking pretty good. So now we just have to flood this. Well, not necessarily flood it, but get a generous amount of super glue in there, right? We pop our piece right in there, just like that. And as you can see, that's sitting there on that backer piece, right? That will adhere to that. Now, in the meantime, what we're going to do is we are going to seal these gaps with just a nice little bead of super glue here, just like that, right? And then we're going to get our Insta-Set, and we're going to pop that right on there, and that's going to flash cure that that piece. And then we're going to do the same thing to the underneath here. Boom, boom, just like that. And now we're going to wait for a few seconds for that to cure, right? So in the meantime, let's answer some questions. Yeah? Here we go. Let's see. Spider2K2 bastard file, right? Let's see. Fudabeoi says, finished up my Master Grade Heavy Arms. Busy work season. Rust was a bit bad this year, but I will build it again, but better. Nice. I like to hear that. Let's see. Gunplay Miami Chris says, all books sold out. Time for Mecha Army scratch building book. Oh, give it time, baby. No, I'm you guys have heard me talk about doing a book, and that's kind of the big goal for this year, is to work on that and hopefully finish it and get it out to you guys. So yeah, it'll take time though. So, but FYI. Let's see. Ultraman Dino, what? Not using the flat files I gave you? LOL, just kidding. No, not for this piece, because because if I was to take this to the flat files, it would file off this little horn right here. So it was kind of, you can't really do that. Sorry, Louise. But freaking magnets. Haha. I do have them. And I love them. Hell yeah. Edwin RSA says, the only place I know to get one is the Hobby Mate, since they help the printing and distribution. Have to get mine in Singapore since they did not ship to Indonesia. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably check with Hobby Mate. They might be the only one to have it at this point. MacDio says, I find that I have to wait a bit longer for the CA glue to set. Dude, use the use Insta-Set. Use the kicker. Yeah, it works really, really well. Gunplay Man Chris says, stupid question. Has anybody found an applicator that you can use for super glue? Yeah, dude. Really easy too. Really good stuff. It's just plastic strip. Yeah. Just what I do is I cut it at an angle, and then you can apply minimal amounts of super glue to whatever you want. Yeah, it works. Or a scrap piece or whatever, whatever you got lying around. It works. Works well. Excuse me. Let's see. Kurt Hill, later all got to head back to work. Kurt, thank you for watching, buddy. Appreciate it. Let's see. Cullen Bar Insta-Set. Yeah, that's exactly what I use. Insta-Set is great. Let's see. Brandon says they make glue droppers that fit in a hobby knife. It's thin metal with a tiny loop at the end. They work okay, but if you need something to precise with CA glue, I just use a toothpick. Yeah, toothpicks work. Yeah. Zero Kai says, I need to message you on Insta about molding and recasting parts. Yes, I saw, I forget who it was that tagged me. I think it was Thurno tagged me on that post, and I saw, but I didn't really have a whole lot of time to take a look at the post, Zero Kai, because I had shit to do, honestly. But yeah, dude, hit me up. I'll walk you through it. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Especially with what you wanted to do. It's basically the same thing that I did with my Greebly plates. Same premise. Pretty easy. Pretty easy. Colin Barr says, what is Insta-Set though? I think I missed. Oh, it's a kicker. It's an activator like Zip Kicker, right? But it's BSI's version, right? So basically, you put down the CA glue, you drop this on here, and it cures almost instantly. Hence the name Instaset, right? So that's all it is. Julius Dempsey, I'm calling it. Night all. See you Wednesday. Sarge, thank you as always, buddy. Appreciate you. Cool. All right. So let's take a look back at this thing because we should have, yeah, it's completely set. That's good to go. All right, rock and roll. So now what we got to do is we just got to file this down, and now we're gonna pull out our boy, our big boy here, high spec bastard file, and we're gonna start taking this down to the plastic. This particular file is really good because it's nice and aggressive. It's really good for taking back the super glue and stuff like that, removing that material. Very, very aggressive. So you do have to be careful with it, but it is really nice. It is really nice to be able to work that fast with super glue and everything. So that's good to go there. Let's switch out to our other little bastard file here, our Nicholson one. Get that bevel in there. Now, since there's a slight curve to this particular piece, you do have to rock the file back and forth ever so slightly. Just like that. That's looking pretty good right there. Yeah. That's looking nice. All right, so now what we have to do is trim back the excess plastic from the actual underside of the piece, and we'll just get that right there. And that leaves a very, very smooth edge right there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our sanding block and just kind of finish this guy off here. Good. Now this is a pretty coarse sandpaper that I have in here, so we're actually going to take the finer sanding block here in just a second and really just finish it off. But we're pretty close to done here on this, filling this this piece in. This is like 600 grit that I have here. It's fairly fine, but it's not like 1,000 grit or something like that. You know what I mean? Okay, that's looking good. Now, if we really wanted to get super picky about it, we can just take our hobby knife and just scrape down and get it super, super smooth. And that's really good. Now see, what happens is that super glue fills in all those little teeny tiny cracks and crevices, right? And it just makes a super, super smooth look, right? And then, like a glove. Look at that. And then once we fill in the knee part here, you will never know that there was some weird protrusion thingy there, right? It'll just look like it's a normal piece. So imagine this all kind of filled in with plastic and everything, and you've got the start to that similar knee shape, right? Yeah, you guys can see where we're going with this, can't you? I know you can. But yeah, so you've got that nice shape in the knee. We're going to start to shape this up and make that look like an RX-78 knee, right? So, good stuff. But that's for next time, you guys. We are at show's end. Man, good first show back, I'm telling you. Good first show back. Let's just real quick catch up with the comments here just for a second. Was it called Flash Recasting? Zero Kai wants to know. No, dude. This is just a one-part dump mold. That's it. Hey, Koi Trin, thank you for your sub. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Mecha Army. Welcome to the family. Appreciate you. But yeah, this is just a one-part dump mold. Super, super easy. Probably the easiest casting, recasting, whatever that you can do in terms of, of this. So it's not like a two-part mold or anything like that. So very, very simplistic to do. I'll walk you through it, don't worry. Ultraman Dinah Louise says, can you show the applicator that you have for the Insta set again, please? I like it. I might want to get one. Yeah, dude. So it's just these little... Oh, shoot. It's just these little bottles, right? These little needle applicator bottles. Again, you can get them on Amazon. I think I have it on my little Amazon page. This is just like an 18 gauge little kind of needle applicator. And it's not like a sharp needle like for shots or anything. It's just 18 gauge is the thickness, and it's just super nice. Our boy Shane, Daft Robo over there on Instagram, he suggested this, so shout out to Shane, man. Shane is the best. He actually suggested to put it in something like this, and man, I could never go back to the little spray pump deal, but yeah, these are great. Again, you can get these on Amazon. Just check the page. Brandon says, Ultraman Donnie, you have to, do you have a Hobby Lobby near you? If so, go to their modeling aisle. They have needle bottles, like for around $3 to $4 each. Dude, that's crazy expensive. You can get like a pack of 4 for that price on Amazon. But hey, if you're in need, you're in need, right? What are you gonna do? Slick Builder, it was a good seeing you, dude. Good seeing you, Slick Builder. Appreciate you. Space Rats, so are you going with this customized Jesta turned into a Gundam instead of the Gelgoog? Yes, I am. That is the change of course. Yes, which means the Dormarsh sword is not going to get used in the GBWC 2020 build. It will get used. We will customize that Gelgoog one day. Just not right now. Yeah, bummer, but I think it's a smart move. Spider 2K2, yeah, he's going with the Gundam instead of the Gelgoog. Yeah. Anyway. All right, boys and girls. Man, it's been an absolute pleasure spending the last 2 hours with you fine folks. Thank you for coming back. It's been awesome. There's still 60 of you on here. Like, that blows my mind, man. That's so cool. So, hey, again, Pacific Twist, are you adding dragons? No dragons for me, man. Jesus. No dragons, no samurai, no ninja, nothing like that. Nope. Just Amuro versus Char remixed in my style. Yeah. And I've got a whole idea of how to present it and everything, too, which should be pretty cool. Anyway. All right. So, folks, if you want to rep the Mecha Army, there's 2 ways to do it. One, you can go hit up www.chadamecha.com, hit the store button up at the top. You'll find shirts and hats and all sorts of other cool stuff in there, especially the Mecha Army shirt. The second way to rep the Mecha Army is to join the Mecha Army Facebook group. The link is down below here on YouTube. That side, if you're on Facebook, Twitch, hit up my Facebook page. You'll find the link. I know Twitch is just weird with updating shit and all that, so sorry, Twitch. But I love you. After that, if you are interested in the tools and materials that we worked with here tonight, there is a link below here on YouTube and Twitch. That side, if you're watching on Facebook, it's an Amazon page that's curated by me. You will have the opportunity to buy everything on there with no increase in price to you, but I do get a bit of a commission based off the stuff that you buy. So go buy some stuff, man. Help me out. Help a brother out. Anyway. Also, too, Mecha Decals, Sheet 2, is now up for pre-order at USA Gundam Store. Go get you some. They're all, the entire Mecha Decal set is all on sale right now for $5.99. Every single sheet right now, $5.99 a piece. Go stock up. Go get your pre-orders in. Go check out sheet 2. It's pretty cool. So, anyway, I don't know about y'all, but I'm spent. It's good to be back. It is good to be back. Love seeing you guys. Anyway, boys and girls, have a wonderful end of your Monday. Have a wonderful Tuesday. I will see you back here on Wednesday. We're going to catch back up. We're going to continue working. Yeah. So, until then, go hit up the Mecha Army Facebook page. Mecha Army Facebook group. Go join. Go join. We are now recruiting. Yes. Anyway, good night, folks.